Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you'll meet Johnie Palmer. He's with one of the fastest growing real estate companies in North Texas. His story just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, it has been a tough year to be a realtor. A few years ago, you could just show up, you could fog a mirror, you could sell a home. But the strong survive, and if there is something good that comes from like a housing recession, it's that you find out who's the real deal. And I'm sitting next to the real deal, Johnie Palmer. He's with Palmer Premier Group, powered by Monument Realty. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
Now, you're a returning guest. Not often do I invite somebody back again and again and again, but one, he's got great game. If I could show you his his shoe game, you'd be even more impressed. But he's a very cool guy, and I want to go back again on who is Johnie Palmer. So you started your business in 2008, which, yes, if I remember right, that was a brutal year too.
It was very brutal for me. I mean, 2008, got in the business. I did not do one transaction. Not a single transaction. Most people would have threw the towel in and just said, I'm done, this isn't for me. I mean, but I stuck with it, and look at me, 15 years later, I'm still here.
And I love it. And you survived the pandemic, which was another kind of brutal year for realtors. At one point, you guys didn't know whether you would sell any homes during the pandemic, did you?
Absolutely not. But I mean, honestly, the pandemic, it actually turned out to be pretty good. The housing market just started, it jumped on fire. So I could not complain about those pandemic days at all.
Absolutely. And as we look into your crystal ball for next year, what do you see?
I see that the market is going to get more crazy. Right now, it's been down because everybody is scared of the interest rates and things like that. But now that the interest rates have dropped just a little bit right now, I mean, people are starting to jump back in. So next year, with the market, with the rates dropping even more, it's going to get back to being those multiple offer situations and things like that. That's how I really feel about it.
And you're with an amazing company, Monument Realty. Let's go ahead and pull up the website, and you'll notice who's on the front page of the website. Dak Prescott. So you guys actually have a relationship with Dak Prescott and then the Cowboys?
Yes, absolutely. We are the official company of the Dallas Cowboys. Dak is the face of the company, and I mean, it's been great. I've been with them for the last 5 months now, and it has been a great change for me that I needed.
And they are one of the fastest growing real estate companies in North Texas. Why do you think so many agents are coming with them?
I mean, from their marketing to all the partnerships they have. Besides the Dallas Cowboys, we're the official company for the Texas Rangers, for the new PGA headquarters in Frisco. So, I mean, we have a lot of things happening in the brokerage, and the marketing it's phenomenal. It's incredible. So we get a lot of exposure.
I want to pull up your Instagram page, and as we scroll down your Instagram page, I want to point out that one of the first things you see is you and Dak Prescott. And a lot of people get pictures with Dak Prescott, but you actually know him well.
I do. That is a buddy of mine. I have become like family to him and his family and friends. So it's been definitely a great ride. I mean, he's a great guy. Love to be around him, love to be around the family, and it's definitely been good.
And you were telling me off camera that he is exactly as you would imagine him to be, just a super down-to-earth guy.
Absolutely, super down-to-earth. The person you see on TV, I tell people all the time, that's really him. He's has a great heart, big heart. He looks out for his people, and he's fun to be around.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
he's better at football, but you're right now better at ping pong. Is that right?
I mean, he might argue about that right now. You know, we battle. We definitely battle. He has gotten me over the last couple of battles that we've had. So, you know, I'm coming back for him now, and he knows that.
Okay, so he's got a ping pong table at his place. So you'll go over there and you'll play ping pong?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's me, him, some of his buddies. I mean, we battle. We
awesome.
definitely battle over there.
Well, I can tell you he's a competitor, so you better spruce up your game.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, I want to go back to talking about the housing market. And as we do that, we're going to show some video from our library of DFW homes. And I'm just going to point out that sometimes the media likes to scare people, and they talk about how brutal it is out there. But North Texas, I think, last I checked, there's something like 200,000 people a year moving into North Texas, and they got to have a place to live.
Yes.
So to a certain extent, DFW has not been hit the same way that like Detroit, Michigan has been hit.
Right. No, and that's true. Like, I've always noticed that Dallas, we pretty much have a stable market. You know, a lot of people always want to move to Dallas. When they move to Dallas, they stay here. So that kind of keeps our market afloat. You know, we don't get hit as hard as other states where, I mean, it's really down in some other states and they're really seeing it. But we're pretty afloat here. People are still buying. People are still selling. So, you know, I'm happy about that.
Sure. And I know that we are soon to experience the silver tsunami, and that means the aging baby boomers will be downsizing. And I know many of them have kind of stayed put in their home, making it tougher for the Gen Z and the millennial to get in there to buy a home. But at a certain point, they begin downsizing, don't they?
Yes, absolutely they do. I mean, because they're kids and everyone is gone. So it's time to downsize. They don't want that big house for themselves anymore. So we see a lot of that going on. But we also see people looking to upgrade as well. So it's a mixed market for us.
Sure.
And I mean, it's going to be here.
Are we still seeing people coming in from New York and California?
Yes, we definitely do that. They still have the cash money to buy homes. So I have had people get beat out from cash buyers in this market today. So this is, like I tell people all the time, this is still a good market to purchase in because you can always refinance when the interest rates do go back down. So people are taking advantage of that.
Let's talk about that tollway corridor that keeps going north. And I remember when north meant Plano, and then north meant Frisco, and then north meant Prosper, and now north means Oklahoma City, doesn't it? No, I did hear where the Sherman market and the Dallas market are almost like merging together because you remember there was all that dead space between, say, Plano and Sherman, and it's now filled in, hasn't it?
Yes, Sherman has been growing. I mean, all the land that used to be just vacant, I mean, it's so much stuff that has went up, and I mean, it's increasing the value of those houses up north. It's definitely increasing the value.
Absolutely. Well, so in the final 2 minutes, if somebody's watching this and wants to work with you, they get a hold of you through the website, and then do you have a consultation with them, or how does that work?
Yes, I do have a consultation with them. They can reach out to me. I can do a phone call. We can meet for coffee, whichever way fits their schedule best. And we can just talk about what's best for them. Is this the right time for them to buy? Sometimes it may not be. And I'm very upfront and honest with them about that. I'm not just chasing the dollar. So if I feel like maybe this isn't the time for you to buy, I will definitely let you know that. You know, and if you want to lease and things like that, we can go that route as well. So I will definitely take care of you.
Outstanding. Johnny, thanks for sharing your wisdom with us once more. We're going to end with the website, which is monumentrealtytx.com. The great Johnie Palmer. Thanks for coming on the show.
And thanks for having me.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.